We had some oohs and ahs as we see a smile from Ryan Howard. She crossed her over and got D-Rob the ball. And on this end, Cheyenne Parker makes an excellent defensive play. But back to Ryan Howard in the assist. Getting it to D-Rob and the vet completing through contact, making sure they finish this game the right way and get this dub on their home floor.
And while that's some interesting things that raises the brow in those games, here we have Aaliyah Boston that has matched her season high with 25 points, has a double-double to add in Atlanta, trying to pick up their 15th win of the season, which would surpass the total amount of wins they had last year.
Mo Billings, and we heard her a bit at halftime, asking them what this means for Atlanta and where this team is headed. Mo Billings just said the sky's the limit. She's like, we're looking at playoffs, and we eventually want to win a championship for and with this franchise. So every game, they've got to continue to get better, stay focused, because that's what they've got in mind.
So they looked at the review. It seems as if they are going to say the call stands, as Atlanta will get the ball back. 49 seconds left. We can barely hear each other as we have
loud.
So many fans in the building. The 10th sellout for Atlanta. But I tell you what, the power of the Gamecocks in the building, as you can see on both sides.
Victoria Saxon as well.
Yes.
Another Gamecock alum. Christy Sides doing a nice job recognizing.
Wow.
Maybe not that nice. But she pulled out Aaliyah Boston because she didn't want her to pick up the 6th foul, but Saxon right there missed the assignment. Cheyenne Parker, easy too.
Just off the front, Erica Wheeler pleased with that last attempt as the fouling begins for Indiana. Aaliyah Boston comes back in the ball game as Saxton takes a seat.
And a nice job by Atlanta leading the transition. Nia Coffey knows her assignment. This is the missed assignment by Saxon, who just got in the game, replacing Boston, so she's to pick up that 6th foul, but gives Cheyenne Parker an easy 2. And also gets her some handles down the court, dribbling the ball. You know how Cheyenne likes to do.
Cheyenne Parker is not only Naomi's mom, she can play 1 through 5 apparently.
She's Superwoman, man. She's solid all around. Tough.
Timeout called for Indiana. We'll be able to advance the ball. Atlanta in the bonus.
20 seconds out. We're gonna do this all together. Hold on.
Free throws evening out somewhat in this game. Atlanta getting to the line a bit more in this 4th quarter. Neither team shooting it very well from the free throw line. Atlanta 11 of 19, 58%. And then you've got the Fever 9 of 18 at 50%. So both teams getting to the line, but not doing a good job of knocking it down when they get there.
Both teams have 1 timeout remaining with 31.1 left on the game clock. Atlanta has been able to really pull things together. They've been tested throughout this ball game. Indiana was not giving up. There's still time left in this ball game, but Atlanta hoping to close before they hit the road here in Atlanta.
Yeah, this will be a big win for Atlanta, one that's needed, get some momentum. And they go on this road trip again. They've gotten the win over Seattle. They've gotten the win over the Sparks. So they know they can get those games, and got a tough one on the back end of that to see Vegas.
A foul called, so Kelsey Mitchell with the rock will get 2 free throws with the foul against Gray.
And Mitchell just took that left hand out there, and look at the space she creates right here, gets it through Howard, and she outstretches that left arm to the side. And when Alicia Gray reaches for it, she has no choice but to get the arm. And that's what a smart offensive player causes you to do, create the contact and still gives themselves an opportunity to make the shot.
Kelsey Mitchell has over 1,000 points. Down in this season as Hull checks back in and Danielle Robinson back on the floor for Atlanta. Three coming at Gray, almost turned over. Atlanta fortunate to get it across half court. And Gray able to escape that trap.
Narrowly, because the pressure came from the Fever defense. As soon as the Dream got the ball in bounds, they tried to turn Atlanta over, but you're right. Alicia Gray, smart player, just did a nice one dribble, jumped over the defense in midair, looked at who she'd get the ball to and who else but the player who can play 1 through 5, Cheyenne Park.
That she has shown us as Aaliyah Boston checks back in the ball game. Danielle Robinson, who has been a player that's been so steady for Atlanta since her return from injury the first game of the season, but has been the true vet in her 12th season, finding a home here in Atlanta.
And again, her numbers are not always there game to game, but the things that she does for Atlanta that don't show up on the score sheet are just, you can't describe them. It's the leadership, it's her talking to players, it's the communication on defense.
So Indiana calls their last time out of the ball game. Atlanta still has one if they need to advance. We'll take a look at the upcoming road trip for Atlanta. That is no easy task, starting off with Seattle and Jewel Lloyd, who just came off a game where she had 30 points. And they'll see Los Angeles once again, so the Sparks and Nneka Ogwumike, one of the most efficient players, join Canada. And then they'll see Vegas. That'll be Sunday at 9 Eastern.
Let's just hope that the Aces have cooled down from this 40-point loss they just got today by the time they see Atlanta next Sunday. And they see Vegas twice again this season, one more time at home as well, so they'll get another crack at it. And the game here was single digits as well when they play Vegas, so it should be a good one.
Vegas final 61-99.
I gotta look at that box and watch that game because I did not expect that at all. I don't think anybody did.
After the first matchup was all Vegas, New York bounces back. And that should but all do it as Mia Coffey comes down with the rebound, taps it to Ryan Howard, and the crowd now off their feet.
Both coaches right now hugging and embracing each other, used to coach with each other, and both coaches agreeing. I read lips. They didn't like some of the calls both ways, but Atlanta gets the W. Christy Sides is hugging her former staff that she used to play with, but Atlanta focusing in, getting it done, and finishing on their home floor today.
The season continues to get better and better for Atlanta as they now have 15 wins on the season and look to build on it. Now 2-1 versus Indiana this year with this win here tonight. Indiana will see the Sparks on Tuesday, and there's a little bit of a break for Atlanta as their next game comes against Seattle on Thursday.